Hello and welcome to your weekend oracle reading for September 7th and 8th, 2019. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and I'm so glad you're here with me. Let's jump into the cards. What an interesting weekend ahead. Just gonna change that a little. So the first card we have, and we've had her quite a bit recently, is this Mother of Cups. Now the Mother of Cups we know is a wise woman, tapping into her psychic abilities to create her own magic in her cup here, and bringing all these energetic forces into her life and drinking that beautiful elixir. Now there's another message with this. So that's an invitation for you to sit in that creative energy and work your magic however you do. Everyone creates magic in their own way. Some of you, it's through writing, through art. And I'm also hearing that if you have been feeling creatively stuck lately, or if change of seasons has kind of tempered you in some way, don't mind the noise, things dropping. It'd be a good time to go rejuvenate your creative interest by get to a museum or a movie, or get out in nature to see things that inspire you creatively in ways that you hadn't had before, or in new ways. So look around, see what's going on around you, and go out and get out and do something. But there's another message coming through for this Mother of Cups, is that for some of you, if you're being pushed, you're going directly to being a victim or sitting in a victim stance and feeling powerless. And when we're in a role of victimhood, and listen, I'm just speaking from my experience, having been a victim, having been a real victim of actual trauma, victim of violent crime, victims of rape, I've been a victim in a lot of ways. And I used to really just identify with being in a victim state. And sometimes things are happening and you're truly a victim. But when we feel victimized, we don't feel empowered. And when we feel victimized, we feel like our decisions are not being made from a clear point or a clear perspective. So really check in with your feelings of victimhood right now. Like if that's coming up, something might have happened that might have triggered you into feeling like a victim. But remember, this Mother Goose, she will attack in her victim state. So if you're feeling victimized, pay attention to if you are attacking others, or if you're like that mean goose at the park that's coming chasing after you when all you want to do is give her a piece of bread or food. I know bread is bad for birds, but you know, in the old days, that's what we used to do. So pay attention to that victimization. Now, the companion card, I went to the, that other deck I use. This one, the pretty one, the Energy Oracle deck. And I got this powerful indecision card. What's interesting is that feeling victimized can also lead us to feeling like we have no power. We're indecisive. We can't make a choice. So pay attention. If something's happened and you're victimized by your circumstance through a health situation or a new work situation or whatever's coming up, remember that we have our agreement. The only agreement that I know is true on this planet is that I came onto a planet of free will, right? And that I get to choose for me. And sometimes it's hard to step into that choice point of view, because then we have to be self-responsible for our choices. But notice where you lose your power, and try and find your power again. If you're feeling indecisive, again, the same sort of recommendation for this weekend. If you have some big decisions coming up, sometimes the best thing to do is to not think about it at all, because we know your mind is going back and forth and back and forth and really, really trying to conjure a solution, and that's not how it happens. It's not like your monkey mind going back and forth of pros and cons of moving wherever you're going to go next comes to an aha and says, oh yeah, that sounds good. It might. We don't know. But you need to be able to tap into your higher power, your intuition. And to do that, we need to turn off that monkey mind and those woes and fears that are coming up around this situation. So go to a movie, get to a museum, pull out your paints, write a page in your journal. If you're having writer's block, sit down and open up your journal and write, I have writer's block and it fucking stinks and I hate it and blah, blah, blah. Write it out. Because you know what? Then you're writing. You're still writing. It doesn't matter if you vomit words out onto your page. It's still writing. It's still the act. Not every painting is going to be a masterpiece. But that energy of moving that artistic part of ourselves out will help move this energy. Then you'll be able to sit in a point where you can meditate or allow that spiritual energy to come in and help guide you to the right choice for you. Okay? So I went to my Divine Action card deck and I got the Lay Down the Drum card. And it doesn't even really want to show up very well here. But laying down that drum of repetitive thoughts of I'm a victim, or they're wrong, or how could they, or he did this to me, or she did that, whatever it is. We got to lay down that drum. We have to soothe ourselves. There, my sweetheart. I'm so sorry this happened. And it's important to remember that good things are happening and are available for us if we simply stop identifying as the victim and step into our power and allow our higher self and our intuition and make our magic fall into place in our life. Oh, sounds like it might be a little bit of work, but trust me, you're going to have fun. I hope you know how much I love you and how grateful I am that you stop by here every day. And I hope you do every day. It's okay if you don't. I I really do love you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a great weekend. And don't freak out. Okay? Just do your best to slow down that anxiety if it's kicking in. And simply enjoy the smaller, easier things in life. All the big stuff will work itself out. Okay, I love you. I'll see you next time.